tonight I want to come out with a good God bless you. Yes, we're all, people can be all around you, but you can still be lonely. There's all kinds of loneliness, and I don't have a patent on it. But basically, since I was a child, I preferred it because people pick on you, they make fun of you, they say bad things about you, they hurt you, so I tended to stay away. I read every book in the children's section of the library, and then I don't know how old I was, 7 or 8, I got some kind of special permission to go to the adult side, where I would be permitted to read the books on the adult side, but not check them out. And there they had, they had the old Peanuts comic book books with the table books, like they have for everything now. But the first ones I ever saw were Peanuts, and they were black and white, of course. This was 1975, maybe 76. But I always dreamed about the downstairs. The downstairs is where they kept the good books. And I mean, literally dreamed about breaking into the library to see what was down those steps. Okay, here we go. All right. So I was just like, well, it's time to be either reading the book or anyhow. So, don't know. I'm going to talk to you about Peter and him being so boastful that he says, Lord, he said, call me out onto the water and I'll come to you. So he said, all right, be it as you said, come on to the water. So he started walking the water, and the waves picked up and the wind, and he was terrified, and he cried out and said, Lord, save me. So I don't know how much I'd like to be in the position that Peter was in, but Lord, save me. It's not up to men. It's not up to men, but up to God in Christ to do the work. I have no idea what tomorrow holds. None. None whatsoever. It's one happy dude. See, when either could be or on something. So don't know what it is. That's why I tend to avoid it, because you need to be aware of where you are here. Today was I mean, really, really, for real, man. I went up to get my new glasses and accidentally went to work when I didn't have to work. But it wasn't like I made a special trip out there to go to work. But all the pressure and stress that I've been under has certainly put a damper on my spirits. And I remember what Peter said when he jumped up, "Hey, the Lord called me out there." You know, if he believed, he would have just jumped out of the boat and ran over to him on the water. That's the point of it, I guess. If he really if he believed, there would be no problem whatsoever just acting on that belief. But like I say, I'm not the judge. It amazes me how all of a sudden it goes from, there's every single week for years, daily, sometimes, there have been natural disasters like never before. We know it just happened in Puerto Rico. We know a couple months ago about the hail that fell in Guadalajara. We know the earthquakes in Peru, Iran, Iraq. It's hard to keep track. There have been so many. But it's what can I say? Do you want to hear my opinion? Because I don't know. My opinion is it's God's judgment on the world. And, quite frankly, I think that the fires really began to be stoked with Roe versus Wade. Now we have what is termed called third term abortion, which is literally the destruction of a child. And one of the most horrible things I've literally ever heard of in my life. In that order, second would be what happened in Iran with that plane. And now, of course, them guys were told to do that. And now they're going to pay the price for it. The people who are really behind it are never going to answer for it. Someone on that plane, it would be good for you guys out there with the ability to do so. To do a thorough investigation of everyone that was on that plane. And you'll figure out who they wanted to kill pretty quickly. So, when you do figure it out, please let me know. But someone on that plane was supposed to die. And because there's not a coincidence. There's not with me finding that flag. It raised literally a red flag. How much more of a sign do you want? Those of you who seek signs. A red flag was raised. Literally. I don't know how she does it. It's like when I turn my back, she does it on purpose. But she likes to put the leash under her leg like that. And, she don't like it, but it just happens. We got a bridge here. But we're called to trust upon the Lord for all of everything we need. I'm not a very good trustee. That's those of you who know the love of the Father. Well, I'm not very good in that area either. What? We're going in. We're done. gonna have to walk you again later. Nietzsche. I'll forget exactly what Nietzsche was and what he wrote. I know it wasn't something popular to pacifists. I'm supposed to be a pacifist. That's what I'm called to be by my beliefs. But I've been fighting for so long, that's like telling water not to be water. Maybe the name of this video. And the guys with the comments, thank you. I appreciate it. It's hard for me to read them and understand them sometimes. I don't watch my own videos, so if they don't make any sense, just turn it off and go on to the next one, because that one might. Try to put some Easter eggs in there for you. No more. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go. Lay down. That's not food, it's a battery. So, look, here's if you want to pray for me. I'm pretty sure that this is... I'm not going to be here for long. So in December, they said I made, without taxes, with a number that is not possible. It ain't possible because I know exactly how much I made. I made take home a little over $800 in December. So their number doesn't match up. But you can't fight the government, right? You gotta just believe what they say and move on. Move on. It's over. You lost. Get out of there. Go lay down right now. Go lay down. Go. That's done. Ugh. You know, this is... Now, let's define friendship. If anybody out there cares to, let's do it real quick so that I can show you what I mean. Dogs will love you unconditionally, even though, and I'm not doing this, but I'm using it as an example. You discipline them because they need to be disciplined. She's destroying her cage and she's hurting herself. When I go to work, can't really see it, but she's really bending the bars with her nose. Lay down. You have to lay down or you gotta go in the basket. It's up to you. It goes to bed or it goes in the basket. Anyway. I forgot what I was going to say. He's all hung up by now anyway. Pray for me because I need strength. I need courage. I need wisdom. I need to trust God as a father and son. As if you know anybody that knows me, my father was just abusive. It's how he was raised, I guess, but it's all he knew. So that's what he did to us. Verbally, physically, and mentally, and emotionally. And for some reason, some kids are magnets. My daughter, it just happens, Some children, those monsters are drawn to, like light to the flame. I believe I saw that once around when my son was very little in a church. One of, I think her name was Rebecca, beautiful lady. She had beautiful children too, but one of them was sparkling. Little flecks of sparks were coming off of her. She was, and I think the enemy sees that, and that's the ones that he wants to extinguish. That maybe that's what was happening with me. My brother just got caught up into it because he was there. But it seemed like no matter where we went, someone was waiting to cause some form of abuse on us. Of course, it causes me to question God, and therein lays the problem. He keeps, who are you to question me? That's what he told Jonah. Who are you? He told Job, he said, were you there when I laid the foundations of the earth and the heavens? Did you lay down the measuring stick? Can you pierce Leviathan's side with a spear, or put a hook in Behemoth's mouth? No, I might have the names backward, but it's in Job 41. Anyhow, yes, dinosaurs are in the Bible. So, but I'm not going to get sidetracked. I'm going to let you go. Time's up. Thanks for listening.